Hi, my name is Alex and this is my YouTube channel. I plan this channel to be like book, makeup, lifestyle vlog, like that type of content. I don't really have a direction, but I just wanted to say hi. I don't know how frequently I'll be posting, but I'm gonna aim for like once a week. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, as you can tell by the title of this video, we're gonna be talking about the books that I read in October. I'm currently filming this on Halloween, so happy late Halloween, everybody. I read 7 books this month. I'm currently kind of in the middle of one now, but I'm not gonna finish it tonight or probably anytime soon. We'll talk about that. But yeah, just as like a general thing, I like mystery, thriller, suspense, those types of books. I don't really read a lot of the books that are popular now, like on BookTok or BookTube. I think that's what you call book YouTube. Anyway, but I just like read books that spark my interest in those genres or that my family members have told me are good. So yeah, some of my favorite authors are like Harlan Coben, James Patterson, Lisa Gardner, Philip Margolin, people like that. But if there's a book that I see that sparks my interest, I will read that. I do read some Disney series, Disney books type of things. So yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click the notification bell so you know every time I post. Let's get started. First book I read in October is called Lethal Defense by Michael Stagg. It's a Nate Shepherd novel, so he's the attorney, and there's like a bunch of books where he is the attorney in that book. So I plan on reading another one because I really enjoyed this book. It's about this guy who kills someone who's trying to attack his friend, and so Nate Shepherd has to defend him and all that. But there's more to the story than that, but that's just like a general synopsis. I gave this book a 4 on Goodreads. If you want to be my friend on Goodreads, I'll have it linked in the description box down below. Anyway, this book was really good. I finished it in like 2 days, not 2 consecutive days, but I was traveling a lot one day. I read the first half and traveling back for the second half. So yeah, I recommend this book. If you like lawyery type books, then you should read it. Next book I read was The Whisper Man by Alex North, and this was actually my book club book for the month of October, and it's like a psychological thriller. It was so good. I gave it a 5-star on Goodreads. It was amazing. It is kind of creepy, and like at least I didn't know what was like who was doing what and what was gonna happen and stuff. And so I really enjoyed this book, and it like kept me on my toes, and it was just so good. So I highly recommend that book. If you read any of the books, if you read any of the books I'm gonna talk about today, it's The Whisper Man. Please read that. I have another book by Alex North called, I can't remember if it's like The Stranger or something like that. Starts with an S, that's all I know. Anyway, I have that book I want to read on Goodreads, so I definitely want to either, pick that up or get it on my Kindle soon, because it was just that good. The next book I read was What Once Was Mine by Liz Braswell. This is in the Twisted Tales series. It's like a Disney series, so it's like what would happen if something in the story was different and how would it play out. So this one is, what if Rapunzel's mother drank a potion from the wrong flower? And it just goes through like Rapunzel's life, if that had happened and what happens. And this book was very good. I gave it a 4 on Goodreads. There's a bunch of books in these series. This might be like the 10th, something like that. And it was one of my favorite ones in the series. Some of them I didn't enjoy as much, and not the same author writes all the books. There's a few different authors for this series. But yeah, this was one of my favorite books of the series, and I would highly recommend reading this series. I think it's so, if you're like a Disney fan and like fantasy books, some of them are like really long and drawn out and stuff, but a lot of them are very good. And I think it's cool like seeing how different things would play out and stuff. So yeah, definitely like this one. This is like the second to last one in the series. The next one is called Almost There. It's a story of Tiana. I don't remember what like the change in the story is, but I hope to get that for Christmas. It came out in September, so I'm really excited to read that one. The next book I read is The Innocent by Harlan Coben, and it says on the cover that it is coming to Netflix, so I'm not sure. I think this book might be a little old, so I think it's probably already on Netflix. I'm not a big fan of like reading books and then watching a movie or a TV show based off that book, because sometimes I feel like it gets ruined for me. I don't know if that's just me, but I don't know if I'm gonna watch this show yet. So we will see if I decide to do that. But this is about a guy who like accidentally killed this guy in like a fight when he was in college, gets out of jail and gets married and is trying to have a family. But there's like this whole backstory to his wife's past that he doesn't know. And so it's kind of like unraveling that, and the police are getting involved for some of the things because someone died, and just kind of a mystery like that. It was very good. I believe I gave this 5 stars on Goodreads. I realized in like the first or second chapter that I had already read this book, but I forgot how it ended. So I read it again. And even though I was rereading this book, I did really enjoy it. And like I said before, Harlan Coben's one of my favorite authors. So yeah, really like this book. The next book I read in October is called When I Was You by Amber Garza. This is like crazy. So it started off kind of slow. First like 100 or so pages, I was just like, okay, like cool, like whatever. But once it like got into the meat of everything, it was so good, and like I had to finish it. Got a girl who gets a call from her pediatrics doctor in her town saying that her baby has an appointment coming up and her son is in college, so she's like, wrong person. Finds out that someone in the town has the same exact name as her, like her full name, and so she like kind of stalks her, befriends her, and is like, you're not taking care of your baby, and like tries to take over and control and help her. And she has some things that she's done in the past that, you know, a little red flaggy that her friends and her husband are worried about. But this book like took a turn that I didn't expect, especially after the first like the first like 100 pages being so slow. This book ended up being really good, and I gave it a 4 stars on Goodreads only because it started off kind of slow. But I did really enjoy this book, and it was like just crazy. Next book I read was Somebody's Daughter by David Bell, and this is about a guy whose ex-wife comes and knocks on his door and is like, my daughter is missing, can you please help me? And he was like, bro, why should I help you? And she was like, kid might be yours. And he was like, oh. So he goes and helps her look for this kid, and there's so many things that come up that are like revealed, and it's also crazy. I did give this one a 5 star on Goodreads. I think I gave it a 5 star on Goodreads. Very good. I'll have like Amazon links to all of these books down below. So if you want to check them out, the links will be down there. But anyway, this book was very good. Yeah, it was crazy. One thing I did want to tell you guys, something kind of interesting, you know, whatever, but the books that I'm reading, I have a large bookshelf I'll show you at some point, but I have about like 90 books on there, and there's like 60 or 70 books that I haven't read yet, and there's so many that I do want to read that I'm like, oh my gosh, I get like overwhelmed. So I'm like, what book am I gonna read? So I have my sister and 2 of my best friends pick a random number between 1 and however many books I have on my shelf, and those are the books I read. And like, I know I could pick the random number myself, like go on a random number generator and do it myself, but I just think it's fun to like incorporate them. I don't know, I feel like it's like, oh, your book was good, yours was shit. But some books I do choose myself, like the Tangled book I read this month, I picked because I wanted to read it. But yeah, I just like wanted to show you or tell you how I pick my books. And I guess that means like I won't be doing like a TBR video every month, because I have them pick like when I'm done reading the 3 that they already picked. Did that make sense? So like 3 of them each picked a book. I have them ready on my shelf to read. And then once I'm on like the 2nd or 3rd book of those books, then they pick again. So might be a little confusing, but anyway, I probably won't be doing TBR videos because of that. But I wanted to let you know. The next book I read on my Kindle, and I deleted it off of there because it was horrible. I'll have a picture of the book here. The book was called like The Highly Sensitive Person or something along those lines. Like it was like a psychology book just about people who were super sensitive, and I thought I would enjoy it more than I did. I know sometimes I have to be in the mood to read a psychology book, and I don't think I necessarily was in the mood, so I didn't enjoy it at all. I dreaded reading it. I just like didn't want to pick it up. I forced myself to finish it so I could just get on to the next book. I'm not good at like just like not reading a book. I like to finish it even if it sucks. So yeah. But anyway, not my favorite book, but it was a book. And I gave it, I don't know if I already said this, but I gave it a 1 star on Goodreads, and I feel bad doing that because I'm like, this author put in so much time and effort. Like, I don't want to give them a 1 star, but it's like, they don't care what I think. It just like wasn't my favorite book, and I don't know if it's because I wasn't in the mood to read like a psychology book, or it's because like it just wasn't a good book, but it just wasn't something that really piqued my interest. I thought I would like it more than I did, and to be fair, I didn't pay for it. It was like on Prime free reading thing, so like probably could have given it another star because I didn't have to buy it. But anyway, yeah. I won't talk about this book any longer, but anyway. The book that I'm currently reading is 6 Years by Harlan Coben, and I have to say I'm like 25 pages into this book, so I don't know a whole lot about it, but I can read the back. It says, 6 years have passed since Jake Sanders watched Natalie, the love of his life, marry another man. 6 years of keeping his promise to leave Natalie alone, and 6 years of tortured dreams of her life with her new husband, Todd. So when Jake comes across Todd's obituary, he can't keep himself away from the funeral. There he gets the glimpse of Todd's wife he's hoping for, but she is not Natalie. Soon Jake's search for the woman who broke his heart puts his very life at risk as he uncovers the secrets and lies that love can hide. So this is also a Harlan Coben book, so I expect it to be very good. But I just like haven't felt like reading recently. I think I'm kind of in a slump, but I'm hoping to read some more this week and, you know, maybe this weekend and try to get this done because I'm sure it's a great book. Also, I wanted to show you my, I don't know how far this is, but this is my bookmark. I got it from my dad. Shout out to Dad. This is all the books that I read in October. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I believe the next video I'm going to be posting is a haul of like what I got during the Sephora VIB sale. I'm really excited for that. I'm VIB, so my sale date starts tomorrow, and my cart is filled. I will definitely film a haul for that because I'm excited to get everything. But yeah, I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe if you want more content like this, and I hope I wasn't like too awkward in front of the camera because I don't do this very often. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.